Santa baby, just slip a milli under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 6'4" dark skin, fine little new boo or two. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. What's up, y'all? It is almost Christmas. Merry Christmas to all that celebrate. Welcome to another episode of Mommy Said a Bad Word with Mindy J. I am, of course, your host, Mindy J. I am feeling in the Christmas spirit for the first time this season. I don't know. Christmas, hold on, my dog. So back to what I was saying. Listen, my dog be getting into stuff like I just know you're gonna try to chew on a wire. When I tell you my dog literally chewed, like gnawed through the wire to my lamp. Luckily, it was unplugged because I'm the type of person, when I go on vacation, I unplug everything. So I had unplugged the lamp when I went to Costa Rica for my birthday last month. But I saw him over there. Hey, Prime, get it from over there. I see him chewing at something, but at first he was like chewing on like a little toy, so I didn't think nothing of it. I was working from home. I go look over there, the whole wire cord is off. But thankfully my dad was able to fix it. Shout out to Handyman, okay? They don't make them like daddy anymore. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am just going to enjoy this Christmas time and just talk a little bit of Christmas shit with y'all. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Of course, I will always link the links to, each in the description box of whatever platform that you choose to subscribe on. But hi, how's everyone doing? What's everybody been up to? Listen, I'm kid free this weekend, and that's how y'all know I love y'all and I love this, because when I say I didn't want to do anything but lay in bed all day, that's literally all I wanted to do today. I think as a mother, it's really hard to actually get a break and be able to do nothing, because the times that we don't have our kids, it's like you're supposed to use that time to clean and cook and do all the stuff that you can't do when they're in your face. But it's like, dang, I just need to rest, okay? I just need to do nothing. I'm always doing something. I always have somebody in my face. Even now, I got the dog. So, I mean, am I really resting? But, it is what it is. Last night we went to a Christmas bar for my friend Michaela's birthday. Shout out to Mickey, which was really fun. And I think that's what put me in the Christmas spirit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a Christmas episode. It's snowing here, and it's not like the nasty snow yet. That usually comes in the winter, but I don't know. Global warming has been doing its big one, and we haven't really had as bad of winters as we used to have growing up. Like, even last night I had on like a thick coat, and it was a little bit hot in that coat. Like, it was a little bit heavy, and I'm like, that's crazy, because I was downtown by the lake and I was still like, I don't know, this coat is kind of thick for the temperature. Like, I don't know, it just don't be cold like it used to be. It don't be as windy as it used to be, and I'm not hoping and praying for that, but it is something that I have noticed. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. I'm sipping on some Christmas scissor. I don't know why I've been like on an eggnog kick. I feel like eggnog is one of those drinks, you either love it or you hate it. I personally love it. Today at brunch, I had like this eggnog milkshake. It was so good. I don't know. I like it, but it's an acquired taste for some. But today I just kind of want to talk about Christmas and creating Christmas for my kids, right? Especially creating a Christmas for my kids that I didn't necessarily have. And when I say that, I don't mean like gift wise, because I got gifts all growing up. I never went without on Christmas. But my parents didn't ever teach me the traditional things about Christmas. Of course, we know Jesus is the reason for the season, word to Kirk Franklin. But I never believed in Santa Claus. And I saw a debate on social media about should you let your kids believe in Santa Claus or not. So, growing up, my parents didn't let me believe in Santa Claus for religious reasons. Most of most of the reasons that I was brought up the way that I was brought up has to do with religion. I'm a church girl through and through. Well, an ex-church girl, but Beyonce made the song Church Girl specifically for me, okay? But my mother just always felt like the things relating. Do y'all hear this dog? He about to get put up, and I don't want to do him like that. But it's like, dang, why are you doing this now that I started recording? He was being so good. But anyway, my mother always believed that it was a like the rituals related to to Christmas as it is now was pagan, right? The tree, I never had a Christmas tree, right? If you can see, I don't know, it's not in my background today, but if you look at some of my other videos, I do have a Christmas tree. But growing up, my mother never put up a Christmas tree. Now, first she said it was pagan, right? That it was worship to a false god, as she said. Santa didn't believe in the Santa Claus because she felt like that was taking away from Jesus, which is the reason that, we have Christmas. You don't want to take the Christ out of Christmas. Xmas. Even though I believe like the X in Christmas actually does stand for Christ. I don't know the specifics of that, but I remember my history teacher like teaching me like it stands for Christ and something that has to do with Romans. Look, hold on. I remember it's something with it having to do with it actually standing for Christmas or standing for Christ. It's like a shortened way to say Christ in whatever language, Greek or Roman or whatever. But the church wasn't having that. You're trying to X Christ out of Christmas, amen. But didn't believe in Santa Claus because the thought process was, okay, well, if Santa Claus isn't real, then you'll start to believe that Jesus isn't real, because you'll start to think that all of it is fairy tales, which I have my own thoughts, which we'll get to later. And so a lot of the stuff, I was that kid growing up that was like, oh, Santa Claus isn't real. Santa Claus isn't real. And, kids would argue me tooth and nail, like, Santa Claus is real. He is real. And I'm like, oh, well, my mom said he's not real. My mom buys all of my presents. And I think sometimes, I don't know other cultures, but I know with Black people, definitely it's like, oh, I ain't giving credit to no white man for the person I work hard for, da 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 da. And so it's a lot of like different views about why people do or don't tell their kids about Santa, right? I personally never told my kids about Santa. On the flip side of that, I never said that Santa wasn't real, but I never like encouraged them to believe in Santa. But as you watch movies, as you go to school, as you're around other kids, your kids are inevitably going to learn about Santa Claus, right? If you celebrate Christmas, they are going to learn about Santa Claus and basically what he represents. And if you celebrate Christmas with presents, they're going to, have their thoughts about it unless you explicitly tell them that Santa Claus is not real. So my kids just, growing up and being around other children and things of that nature began to believe in Santa Claus. And me personally, I never, I just decided to let them. I just decided to let them believe in Santa Claus because I feel like it's so much wrong in this world. Um, that if they want to have a little bit of Christmas magic by believing in Santa, I'm not going to stop it, because one day everything's going to come crashing down for them anyway, right? One day they're going to realize Santa Claus is not real. One day they are going to realize that everything that they thought was real is an illusion. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. Not everything that they thought was real, but like everything is not as it seems, right? And they're going to realize the gravity of the situation that is this American life, right? And, you know, they're not going to have that joy. Christmas is for the children, word to be, okay? So I just let them enjoy Christmas. On the flip side, my mother and my parents and my sibling, they don't celebrate Christmas anymore. They don't celebrate any holidays like that because of the pagan origins, right? Me, myself, I think that it's coming from a place of my inner child, because I always wanted a Christmas tree. Because my mom, you know, with my Christmas tree, it's like, well, I never put up a Christmas tree, so why do you feel like you want a Christmas tree? I I always wanted one. I think it's fun. I think it's harmless. And it comes down to what your principles are with that. I feel like certain stuff, it's what spirit is it done in, right? I'm not I'm not putting up my Christmas tree to worship anybody. I'm putting up my Christmas tree because I think it's pretty. I think it's fun to decorate with my, well, I'm not gonna say fun. I think it's good memories to decorate the tree with the kids, because, you know, when it comes to decorating the tree, I'm a little bit type A. And when you start just putting the ornaments anywhere, you putting them all on the bottom and you're not like being strategic, that really grinds my gears. It's like when your kids ask like, "Can I help cook?" Like, oh man, like this is about to make this process so hard. But I do let them help, because at the end of the day, you know, it's a building a memory for them. And it's like one day you are going to have to learn how to cook. So I can like let you crack the egg right now. But it's like, dang, I would really like to just crack this egg and not have to clean up yolk or eggshells. You know, I would like to just do that by myself, but that comes with being a parent and, you know, having patience and being hands-on. Hold on. Y'all, this is Prime. If you're watching on YouTube, this is your boy Prime that's getting into everything. I'm trying not to put him up. He is a little scraggly right now. He does need a haircut. He does, but we gonna work on that. But he is not listening. Why is you getting into everything? I don't want to, look, I don't want to put y'all boy up. I'm trying to be nice. I don't want you to go in your crate, but I need you to relax, my guy. Can you do that? Not the mouth. Do not look me in the mouth. Okay? All right. Now, where were we? Now, if you're someone like my mother who is choosing not to, you know, you are choosing not to go the Santa route, I don't think that you are, if you are still celebrating Christmas and you're still allowing your children to have gifts, I don't think that, you know, it's a disadvantage in any way. I wouldn't go as far to say anything like that. But I do think that there was a level of fun that other people's children had that I didn't, that I don't necessarily feel like I missed out on, but it would have been cool to have as a kid, like the Christmas magic idea. But it really does come down to what, you know, approach are you taking with holidays? I think because my parents were so religious that it was like, if God ain't in it, then it just can't be done. Because, you know, even with like Easter, I never knew anything about the Easter Bunny. Like, I knew that the Easter Bunny was the mascot of Easter, but I didn't know that Easter was like Christmas. I didn't know that you got like these Easter. I knew Easter baskets were a thing, but I didn't know people got like big things in their Easter baskets. I didn't know people went all out with the Easter Bunny, and like got like big items with the Easter baskets and stuff. I genuinely didn't know that. I had people buy me Easter baskets over the year, but I just thought it was cute, cool. Like, I didn't know that that was a big thing until I had my children, and people were like, oh, are you getting them Easter baskets? Like, what are you putting in their Easter baskets? People talking about the things they did for their kids. Like, they were like type elf on the shelf type shit with the Easter Bunny. And I'm like, oh, wow. Now, the Easter Bunny, that's one thing I'm not, Santa Claus is enough. I don't need another holiday to buy all my kids all this stuff. Mind you, their birthday is in April. So a lot of times their birthday is close to Easter. That's like having a birthday close to Christmas. Christmas, you kind of like, if you got a birthday close, your kid's birthday is close to Christmas, you kind of have to buy for Christmas and for their birthday. Easter, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. But I do get them little Easter baskets just so, you know, they don't feel left out. But it's just not, that one is not a big thing. And then it goes into the other things that I'm going to, when the time comes, like figuring out what else am I going to let them believe in. Prime. Boy is up here about to knock over chairs. I'm trying to be so nice. I'm trying to be so nice because I have been like neglecting him because I don't let the dog in my bed. I was laying in the bed earlier and I didn't let him come in. So I'm trying to be nice, but he's doing the most. But then it does lead to, back to what I was saying, it does lead to the question of, what am I going to allow my children to believe? Even the tooth fairy, I never believed in the tooth fairy. I never got any, like, my mother was very much, the tooth fairy isn't real. So I never got anything for like losing a tooth. Like, that wasn't a thing in my household. Like, all those little fun things that people make up for their kids, or like for kids to believe in, I never got that. And I don't think I necessarily missed out, but I think as a mother, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to allow your kids to do those things. And it has come with questioning from my mother, like, why? But like I said, it's so much going on in this world. People just need something to believe in. And if kids can have that innocence and have that fun and think that the world is magical for as long as they can before they realize how fucked up the world is, I don't mind that. But, I don't know what I'm going to do with the tooth fairy, because on one hand, it's like, you got to pay money. On the other hand, it's like, well, it's just fun, So I don't know, things like that. And I always wonder with parents who don't celebrate Christmas or, traditional holidays in December, what do you do for your kids? Do they not get any gifts? Do you get them gifts, but just say like it's not for Christmas? Or is that too close to celebrating? I don't know. I don't mind them participating, but I think about kids at school, because I grew up going to Christian school. So Christmas was always going to be the default regardless. But I do think about kids at school who don't believe in those things. What does that mean for them? And I'm very curious. And if you hear this and, want to reach out to me and give me your perspective, if you don't celebrate Christmas, what things are you doing for your children during this holiday season just to make them feel included? And, how do you approach these things that are maybe, against the realm of what you believe in, or, outside of the scope of what you participate in? I also want to give a huge shout out to all the mothers who are Elf on the Shelf moms. How do you do that? I don't even have a real elf. I have this Dollar Tree elf. Let me see. I have this Dollar Tree elf that I keep up on the chandelier. And I just tell my kids, because my kids learned about Elf on the Shelf from school, of course. And then they watched the little Elf on the Shelf movie. So what is the premise of Elf on the That's how much I'm not an Elf on the Shelf mom. I understand that the elf is like watching the kids and like reporting back to Santa. Is that essentially what it is? Like reporting back who's good and whatnot? Because y'all be going all out, like y'all be making like whole masterpieces, like with food and glitter and all this other stuff. So what's the premise of Elf on the Shelf? Let me look it up. I went on the official Elf on the Shelf website. And I'm not really sure of the story. And I know on Netflix they do have the story because my kids watched it. But like right now, it looks like Elf on the Shelf has basically just turned. What? Hold on. What are you doing? Relax, dude. Relax. Okay, basically, Elf on the Shelf has turned into social media. That's basically because it's saying, this is my old phone, okay? It's saying, adopt your scout elf, dive into the story, create magical moments, and then share the joy. So basically, you do a whole bunch of stuff and post it on social media. Because, okay, I might do Elf on the Shelf next year, but I don't feel like, why does it have to be that much? Like, I get it's cute. It's really cute. Y'all are some good moms. Y'all are some good moms to be doing all that extra shit. I just feel like well, I'll get a real scout because this is from Dollar Tree. He was $1.25. But he's cute. I got him because he was black. And I feel like I could just put him around the shelves. Well, I'm going to get a real one next year. Put him on the shelf and move him to different areas. Is it like a competition? Like who can be the most creative? Because y'all be putting time and effort like making... Like I saw someone like make a popcorn curtain or whatever and stuff. Like, okay, the cute little putting some glitter, him sitting glitter, you know what I'm saying? Or like the making him move so the kids can see him moving. That's cute. Like I think that's cute. But like what's wrong with just, sitting him on the shelf? He can sit on the mic. There we go. Yeah. For me personally, I think that we all need some joy. That's why I'm always going to participate in Christmas. I get people have divested from, certain things for different beliefs, and that's fine. But I be needing some joy, even though I don't get anything for Christmas. If somebody asks me, what do I want for Christmas right now? I wouldn't even know how to answer that question. I don't even know the last time that I got a Christmas gift. I did get these though as a white elephant gift at work. I like these earrings. Very fly, very, very cutesy. But, in the world where we get so little, right? We pay so much. I am always going to enjoy Christmas for what it is, spending time with family, coming together, seeing your kids light up. In fact, I did my gender reveal at a Christmas Eve party. I had my cousin every year does a Christmas Eve party, and I did my gender reveal with the twins there, and it was very special. And I think that's another thing, like growing up, Christmas was very special, but I think it's a little different as an adult because by the time you're an adult, a lot of the matriarchs in your family have passed on. My grandmother, I remember when my grandmother was alive, right? My grandmother has 15 children. Woo! I be saying I have 11 children. No, she had 11 children. But my grandmother had 15 kids. And a lot of her children have passed. But when she was alive, a lot of them were alive as well. And I just remember going to my Uncle Earl's house, and Christmas was just so magical. All of my cousins were there. We all came together because everybody wanted to see my grandmother there. And when you kind of lose that, you kind of lose the Christmas magic. We still try to do it, but then it's like when you don't have that main matriarch there, people kind of delve into their own separate family things, right? And it's just not as magical anymore. And so if I can give my kids a little piece of the magic that I felt when I was a kid, when I had my big grandma, you know what I'm saying? Because they had their nana and they have their granny and stuff, and that's cool. But like when my grandmother, the OG, was alive, if I can give them that little bit of magic, then I'm going to do it. I think that goes back to, I just saw a quote. Somebody said, well, obviously, if it's a quote, somebody said it, but y'all know what I mean. I just saw a quote that basically said, because I can't find it right now, but it was saying most of the Christmas magic that we have felt was because of a woman. And that's true. The Christmas magic that I felt from my mom for my parents was because of my mom, for sure. She was the one going all out. I love my dad, but I know he was not. The magic I felt as a kid with my family, that was because of my grandmother being the matriarch. I mean, at the end of the day, mothers hold that shit down. Aunts hold that shit down. It's women holding that shit down. And, I just feel like as a mother who may someday be the matriarch of the family, may not, I am just going to try to continue the tradition of magic for my kids. I will never be an elf on the shelf, Mom. Not the kind y'all are. And I commend you. I commend you, baby, because you doing the damn thing. But I just choose personally to give that little piece of magic to my kids. And I hope that you have a magical Christmas, a Merry Christmas. And shoot, talk to me. Let me know your thoughts. We can chat on Instagram. You can follow at Mom Said a Bad Word. Of course, YouTube is Mommy Said a Bad Word. We can chat on there because it's never do y'all see him? Crazy ass. It's never that serious. Next time, Prime, you can put up when I record because you done lost your mind. You done lost your mind, but I hope you find it. But anyway, y'all, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.